Hi, today I'm going to talk about Kazuo Ishiguro's The Remains of the Day. This book is incredibly beautiful, one of the most subtly written novels I've ever read. The plot is simple. It is the story of a butler on a road trip, looking back at his life in a great hall in an English countryside, particularly looking back at a time between the two world wars, and his reactions to the man he served and the housekeeper that he served alongside. That may not sound like the most interesting of novels, but the way in which this story is told is just spectacular. To give you an example, here is a passage from very early on in the book. Tonight I find myself here in a guest house in the city of Salisbury. The first day of my trip is now completed, and all in all I must say I am quite satisfied. This expedition began this morning almost an hour later than I had planned, despite my having completed my packing and loaded the Ford with all the necessary items well before 8 o'clock. What with Mrs. Clemens and the girls also gone for the week, I suppose I was very conscious of the fact that once I departed, Darlington Hall would stand empty for probably the first time this century, perhaps the first time since the day it was built. It was an odd feeling, and perhaps accounts for why I delayed my departure so long, wandering around the house many times over, checking one last time that all was in order. Back in January, I read the Divergent series, and I was thinking about how it, like the Hunger Games, really struggled at times with its use of first-person present tense. I didn't feel as though either of those series did a great job having an exposition or showing the intricacies of their characters' thoughts in a way that fit the storyline very well. And I had asked on Facebook if any of my friends knew of books that did a good job in first-person present tense. And since then I've read quite a few. The Handmaid's Tale is first-person present tense, and looking back there is a young adult book, Liar and Spy by Rebecca Steed. I guess it's a middle grade reader. That's, again, first-person present tense. And one of the things that's really lovely about those two books is that they both have unreliable narrators in a way, or a narrator that changes their perspective over the course of the book. Same is the case for The Remains of the Day. You have a narrator who is telling you his story as he's living it, but there are things he isn't admitting to himself, or things that he hasn't wanted to think about, or feelings that he isn't conscious of feeling that come out through the novel that are just stunning, and it being told in first-person present tense adds so much to the narrative of the novel. I was just blown away. So I recommend this book if you like literary fiction, historical fiction, if you watched the movie with Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson and want to read the book. If you've already read the book, I'd love to know what you thought of it. Have you read anything else by this author? What were your favorite parts, and what did you think of the ending? I would love to discuss it in the comments. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!